Dear God, thank you for waking me up and giving me another day. I'm alive. I'm awake. I miss her, but maybe it's my fault. But I'm alive, and I'm awake. And let's do something, God. Let's make something. When I travel, sometimes I get my photo taken and people always say, okay, smile. And I think to myself, why do I gotta smile? After 500 years of American gangsterism, you wouldn't be smiling either. American leaders don't look at themselves as gangsters. They look at themselves as moguls, business experts, real estate magnates. But they're gangsters. They were ruthless. We're the original American. It all starts with us. We give America its original red soul. Of course, we have everyone else coming after, and they bring their own soul to it. We give America its original soul, its original spirit, that still cries out, even today. Our existence was so strong and so vivid. I think it scared Europeans, and it scared them to the point it's like, well, we don't understand it. We need to smash it. We need to destroy it. And I tell people, but don't feel bad. You lost an election, it's true. But wait till you lose the whole country. You'll be able to vote again. You should be mobilizing for that. With Native Americans, we can't do that. We can't vote and get our country back because they just took it. When I look out at San Carlos, I see the power of the past. I see the way Native American people resurrected themselves, and why? Because the land is forever. And when you realize the land is forever, you realize you're forever. We are forever. I know that I'm part of a continuum of Apache art. There's always been Apache artists. Of course, we didn't call it art. We called it survival.
A long time ago, during the Geronimo days, when the people got raided by the white people, the ladies would run with the babies in their cradle board, and sometimes they would throw them out in the bushes or somewhere. They keep on running, and the baby don't get hurt. This is just to protect them against the tall part.
Tell them how many people makes that out here.
Maybe like 3 other people besides me. Maybe 4. So maybe later on nobody will just not make them anymore. So I'm trying to teach my daughter how to make one.
Living here on the reservation and being Apache in Pima, we have such a great history of the Apache Wars. When the United States government rounded up Apache people, the Apache people were one of the last tribes to fight the westward expansion. That's the kind of history that we were taught, and that's the kind of history we taught our kids. And I always put that in my work. And then I thought, well, I could take that same ethic and put it on skateboard graphics, because it's never been done. At that time, too, I was really studying a lot of street art in 01, 02, and 03. And I painted one skateboard, I took it out to an art show, and all the kids loved it. And then I also painted one for Doug Jr., and he took it out here and used it, and all the local kids loved it. And that's when I got the idea, it's like, I should make a skate brand. Here in San Carlos, you can't just to jump on the train, jump on a subway, jump on a light rail, and go to the multiplex. I think sometimes Native adults have said, oh, Native kids, they're losing their culture. They haven't really lost anything. They just want access to goods and services like everyone else.
Just open the shop, come check it out, Apache Agency. It means a lot, you know, it's a hub for the skaters here. The younger generations is the key. You gotta psych them up, get them motivated, get them hyped. That's the key to the future.
The Apache team, Doug, Trey, Elijah, T, Ruben, Erwin, Tasha, Razel, Keith, the ones that are not here, the new members, they're heavy cats. They didn't get good by accident, they got good on purpose. They're the ones out in the street getting bloody, getting tore up, but they're the ones also stoking out kids and teaching kids, you know, it's cool and it's fun to skate and it's fun to be yourself.
We as natives are getting out there and showing our art out to the world. Like we had the bow and arrows and that, and now we have skateboards for the younger generation. And not only with the skateboards, like with our styles and everybody coming together and showing that love.
I've heard stories of, yeah, when we were younger, we used to have these big feasts and everybody came and it was just a big family-friendly thing. But now we're having skate comps and everybody comes together and it's a big family thing.
Apaches are fucking badass, you know, and I wanted to recreate somehow that style on a skateboard. Like, that's that shit. Having Tommy in San Carlos was a trip, right? He's like one of the original guys that really, you know, made skateboarding what it is today. I owe a lot to Tommy. He's the one that gave me product, that pushed me to want to skate so much more. It's a blessing, it's pretty awesome.
Most people don't want to experience throwing your fucking carcass into the ground over and over and over for hours and days on end. It takes a special individual. Any challenges you may come up against in life, you can persevere because you feel like, I've literally physically destroyed myself intentionally. You know, these little speed bumps in life, these are nothing. It's like a trick. You sit and you try 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 until you fucking make it. I mean, that's what life is, right? A whole bunch of tries until you make it.
My great-grandmother, who is still alive, she had to endure such a tremendous amount of pain for me to even live. And then that pain followed to my mother. It could have followed me, but it didn't. Wherever you're from, it's not gonna dictate where you're going. I think that's why it's really moving for me to connect my culture with, you know, my skateboard culture, because I realize that there's a rich, pungent aura that I'm supposed to carry to transfer to touch a little girl's heart that needs it and that needs to get told, hey, you're special and you're gonna change the world.
Be real, don't ever be somehow. Doesn't matter how much money you have, it doesn't matter where you're from. We don't care if you're from South America, North America, we're gonna bring the equator to you. Yes. We're bringing the equatorial heat to you tonight with the opening of the Apache Agency, skate shop. I want to welcome everyone to the grand opening. This is your skate shop. This is your community. This is your culture. This is your time. Don't be shy. I'm not going to be here forever, and you're going to take all of this over.
There's a lot of obvious problems with San Carlos. Instead of, destroying everything that this small community has, I just wait for like a show and then I just take it down the pit.
Yeah, punk and metal keeps me away from all that.
Everything that my ancestors felt all just comes out. The rage, a release of energy. I think it's what my ancestors wanted me to be, is to rebel. An eagle can go wherever it wants, so free, as indigenous people, it's just in our blood.
People want to see the glory of God. You can hear it in the trees, you can hear it in these birds, you can hear it when the water is falling across the rocks. That's the glory of God. I am my ancestors. I'm the walking embodiment of everything that they were, they are. If I don't walk in the path that's been put before me, then I'm not fulfilling the path that they wanted me to fulfill in the first place. When I see little artist hands, I see the hands of an artist. I'm looking at my own immortality. And the minute he touches my hand and my hand touches his, he's touching eternity. That's why grandparents have such a great love for their grandkids. He's me 53 years ago. I'm him 53 years from now. So in a tumultuous political time, it's good to unplug. Take a step back and look around you and look at the family that you have. Look at the friends that you have. Go visit your neighbor. Go take some food to your mom. Go chop wood for your dad. Go help someone and don't put it on social media. Don't tell everybody what you did. Because when you do those things, you're helping your world. The greatest leaders have always been the most generous leaders. They've given. And some leaders, some of the greatest leaders, give their life. Why did I decide to spend my last 30 years working for young people in my community? I want young people to live. I want young people to see their own potential, and I want my community to go into the next century strong and bold and courageous. My art took me to the DeYoung Museum in San Francisco to do work with friends in the South Bronx, to the hallowed halls of Columbia University. But I stay here in San Carlos. We birthed an important skateboard brand here on the Reds. So what does Apache identity and tribal culture, failing political systems, and skateboarding have to do with San Carlos? Maybe nothing. Or maybe everything. That's the mystery of now. Carlos, Arizona.
Hell 40 Acres.
In the Four Corners,
The Hill River Tribe.
Mormon Hill.
Tekalai Lake.
White Mountain Apache.
Bitterwater people born for the Coyote Pass people.
The Ohlone tribe, Navajo.
San Carlos Apache, Diné, Papago.
Because it's really you. And you're us. And if you really care, you'll know that we're all one.